Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying the Python playlist. This video is also from the Python playlist. In this video, we'll talk about the set data type in Python. And this will be the last video of the data type. Then we'll start the for loop. After for loop, we will write the full-fledged Python coding. So let me share my screen and let's see how set data type work in Python and how it is different from the list, tuple, and dictionary. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. So I have created the set IPYNB file where I have mentioned some of the operation which we'll understand under the set data type. And after this session, I will upload this into my GitHub repo and you can download it from there if you want. I'll give the link into the description. So the question is, what is set in Python? Set is the inbuilt data type which is used to store the unique, immutable, and unordered elements. What is the meaning of this unordered, immutable, and unique? So if you pass duplicate elements in the set, it will store and return only unique. It is unordered. It will not keep the same sequence that you're going to store the element, and it is immutable. You cannot change the element of your set. So now let's see that how we can define a set. So let me write over here, define a set. So I'll take s equal to curly braces. Yes, set is also start with the curly braces like a dictionary. Okay, so in this I'm going to write, let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma, let's say Prashant comma 56 plus 12j comma 78.98. Okay, so I have created the heterogeneous set over here. Perfect. If you check the type of this, type of your s, it will be set. Perfect. And now if you want to print this, you will get the set over here. Now if you see that I said it is a unordered, so I've given the sequence of 1 2 3 4 and Prashant, after that complex number, and then a float, but it started with the complex, then in integer, then decimal, then string, right? So now let's see, define a empty set. So if you write, let's say s1 equal to and just a curly braces, and if you try to check the type of this, it will not be the set, it will be the dictionary. Okay, so with the empty curly braces, we always define a empty dictionary, not a set. So then the question is how we can define an empty set. So for that, what we can do, we can just write s1 equal to, over here set function will call, and inside that will pass the curly braces. Okay, and then if you check the type of this, type of this, it will be, let's say s1, it will be set. Perfect. Now let's take one list. So I'll take L equal to, let's say 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3 comma 67 comma 45 comma 67 comma 45. Okay, so I have this list, and the question is, remove the duplicate elements from the given list. Perfect. So just write over here, let's say set of L, and you will get only the unique values out of that. So that's why set always contain unique values. Now if you want, let's say s3 equal to, if I pass all these elements directly to this set also, and if you try to return out of that, you will get the value as a 1 2 3 45 67. So all the unique value you will return out of that. Now my question is that, now let's say I have this s. Okay, I want to add some of the element inside this. So I want to add, let's say in this Python, I want to add Python inside this given set. So s dot add, and you can write over here Python. Okay, and then s equal to, you can find out Python over here. Perfect. Now next question is, let's say I want to add SQL SQL and let's say Power BI inside this, both, not a single. So if you write s dot add over here SQL comma Power BI, if you write this, you will get the error. Why? Because add function always take a one argument, but you have given two over here. So now the question is, how can you pass two or more than one element to add into the predefined set? So for that, what we will do, we will use the s dot update. If you use s dot update over here, and if you pass, let's say this SQL and Power BI, let's see that is going to add or not. Before that, what I will do, that I will try to show you what is the elements in my set. Okay, so now let's execute this. Let's execute this. Done. And now execute this. So you will see that this SQL and Power BI actually added inside this, but it has been added with single words. It's not like a SQL and Power BI. So from the Power BI, B is here and P is here, E, I. It's like each and every words separately added in that given set. But this is not we want, right? So what we will do, that we will again try to remove this. So let me execute this over here, which is the list set we have taken. This is the one, right? We'll take this set. So whenever you want to add more than one element, you cannot pass with the directly those element into the update. Otherwise, it will add like a single word. Okay. Now just paste over here and just try to see. So this is what we have. So now I want to add again this SQL and Power BI. So what we will do, we'll copy this and we will write, let's say over here, s, or let's say new value equal to, I will create one tuple. Perfect. And then s dot update, and I'll pass over here new value inside this. And now if you check the S, you will find the Power BI and SQL has been added to this given list, sorry, set. Perfect. Now let's see that I have a set of list over here. So I have, let's say, one list which is L equal to let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 45 comma 67 comma 89 comma over here Python, over here let's say SQL, and over here let's say s dot update, and let's pass L over here. And if you check, you will have all those elements over here as well, right? SQL is twice over here. So this is how you can add from the list as well. Now, if you have a list, you can convert that into set, from set to the list. So let's say that this is the set. I want to convert into list. So I'll take L2 equal to, and I'll take list, and then I can pass this S over here. And if you check the L2, this is converted into the list, right? Again, if you want to convert into the tuple, sorry, set, so S2 equal to set of L2. It should be S, right? And now if you check, it is set over here. Now if you try to find the index of this, that is not possible. You cannot access the element of the set, right? Perfect. Now let's try to understand some of the more important operation of the set, that is remove, pop, and something like discard and update, I think element, right? So now let's say we have this set and I want to remove any element out of this. We are not sure that which element we're going to remove, but we want to remove. So for that we use pop. So once you define the pop with the s, when you call the pop with the set, it is going to remove any one of the element, but it is not sure that which element is going to remove. So whenever you are not sure and randomly you want to remove some of the element, one of the element, then you can use the pop. Perfect. So now let's say that you are very much sure which element you want to remove from the given set. So for that you can use remove. So and you can just pass anyone. So let's say I'll pass this over here. So in the remove, you can pass the desired element to remove from the given set. Now let's say s dot discard. Okay, discard. Under that, let's say I want to remove this Prashant. So I'll take and write over here and it will remove. Now if you check, it is removed already, right? Now your question will be that s dot remove also works same as s dot discard, right? Because here also we are passing the element, here also we are passing the desired element. So what is the main difference between remove and discard? Now let's say that I want to remove 1000 from the given set, 1000. So s dot remove and I'll write over here 1000. And what you will get? You will get error over here because 1000 is not available in the given set. Perfect. Now over here, let's say s dot and you write discard and inside this you write 1000. So I think I did a mistake. It should be discard. discard. D-A-R-D. You will not get any error. So whenever you are not sure that element is available in the given set or not, but you want to remove and you want it should not throw the error, you use the discard. Okay. And whenever you're very much sure that element is available in the given set, then you use the remove. I think you understand the difference between the remove and discard. If that given, if the given uh, element is not available in the set, then remove will give throw the error, but discard will not throw the error. If it is available, it will discard, means it will remove from the given set. If it is not, it will just pass. Clear? So this is how you can use. Now let's say that you have a bulk of element to remove. You want to remove this 67. Let's first check what are the elements are available. Okay, you want to remove 45 and 67 and 4 also together. So you want to remove 4, you want to remove 45, you want to remove 67 all together. So in that case, you cannot use either pop, discard and remove. So what you can use? You can use the difference update. Okay, this difference update you can use over here. And in the difference update, you can pass what you can pass 4 comma 45 comma 67, but it will give the error. So what you can do that you can just pass into the list, let's say, and it will work. And let's see, 445 67 has been removed from the given set. So this is how you can add, remove and remove bulk element from the given set. Perfect. So let's see what are the element we what are the operation we have already covered in the given set. So we have defined set, then define empty set, that is done. So how list can be converted into set, that is also done. So how it return unique values, that also done. Add, update, remove, pop, discard, difference, update, we have completed till here, right? Now we will see some of the mathematical operation along with that clean operation as well. So now let's take this over here. Okay, perfect. I'll paste it over here. Now let's say that you have the set and you want to clean completely. So what you can do, cs dot clean, so it will remove everything. I think it's not clean, it's clear, guys. Clear. Okay, so it will remove all the elements from the given set. Okay, it will remove all the elements from the given set. Perfect. Now let's see the length, how this length works. So I'll take, let's say, one more set, and inside this I'm going to pass 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7. Okay, 7 comma, let's say I'll pass over here again 7 comma 8 comma 8. So how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Total elements are 9 over here. Total elements are 9. but we want to find the what is the total length. So it should be 9, right? If I'll pass over here, it is 7. Why? Now let's say that I'm showing here 1 comma 1 comma 1. Okay, and then it should be equal to, okay, it should be equal to, and over here len of s, if you see, only 1. Why? Because if the element is more than one time, it is going to consider only one time, so it is uniquely identified over here. That's why we have a 9 element over here, but it's returning 7. Why? Because there are 7 unique element inside this. Perfect. Now let's say again define s1 equal to, let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma, and I will pass this also inside that. Let's see, nested set over here. So unhashable set. So inside a set, you cannot define one more set. Let's try to define the list. Okay, it is going to work or not. So that is also not possible. You cannot work like this. It can be only a sequence. You cannot perform a nested set or set nested list or set nested tuple over here. Okay, it is going to throw the error. So we have these elements. Now if you check the length of this, length of, let's say, s1, it is going to give you 5, because there are 5 unique elements. Now try to find the sum of this, sum of s1. So it is 15. Now try to find the max of s1, it is 5. Try to find the mean of s1, it is going to return the 1. Now if I will add, let's say over here, one more variable, that is string, and now try to execute this. Find the length, it is 6. Find the sum, it will throw the error, because you cannot sum integer with a string, right? Now if you check the max, it will throw the error, even min throw the error. Why? Because it is a, there is a string over here, and how can you find the mean, max and sum with a string? That is not possible, right? So what I'll do, I'll just remove this and I'll perform all the operation again. So it will be easy for you to that, should not show any red, on the this notebook. Perfect. So we have seen all the arithmetical operation. Now we will see the set mathematical operation, math operation. Perfect. So what are the set math operation? Just try to see whatever I have listed down over here. So it is union, intersection, difference, symmetric difference, subset, superset, and disjoint. So copy all this and paste to the bottom, and let's see one by one each and every set operation, mathematical set operation over here. Perfect. So now let's take the new cell, and over here let's check the union. What is union basically? What is union? So I'll take a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, okay, and b equal to, let's say, 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma and one string, let's say, to make it heterogeneous. Okay, now a union b. So a union, sorry, it should be small a, right? A union b. So if you do this, it is going to bring 1 2 3 4 5 6 and Prashant. So basically what is doing, it is combining both the what, it is combining both set and keeping over here as a zip, or you can say together. But it is, you will say that it is similar to update. If I do, let's say, a dot update and to b, it is going to do the same way. Yeah, exactly, both returning the same value, but in this you are updating the value of element of b inside a, right? So now a is containing all those values whichever was available in b, but in union it is not. It is just an operation of combining that, and you can use the another variable, let's say over here c to c to keep those combined value, right? So now execute this and execute this. So over here if you see, it is the value of both a and b. But if you try to see a, it is having only 1 2 3, and if you see only b, it is a 4 5 6. But in a update b, basically you are updating the b into the a. It is something that you are calling your family, a friend in your house. So in your house there will be total your family, but along with that your family friend member also. But let's say that you are keeping one common place somewhere outside some restaurant, and you are going there with your family, and you are calling your family friend also there. But at your house there will be only member whoever was before. It's not like your family member is also there. So similarly, A union B is something like a you are keeping the get together in some other place, and A update B means you are keeping a get together in your house. Is clear? Now let's come back to the next intersection. Let's try to understand the intersection. What is the meaning of this intersection over here? So let's say that A intersection of B. So what is going to give? It is going to return nothing. Why? Because A is not intersecting B at any point. What is the meaning of intersecting? Maybe you are not understanding, right? So let's try to understand this way. I'll copy this all over here, and I'm going to keep it over here. Now, if you check A intersect B and B intersect, let's say A, it is also going to return nothing over here. Now what I'll do that I will add 4 over here, let's say. So A intersection B is 4 and B intersection A is 4. Now it's making sense to you, right? Intersecting means which are the elements are common between these two elements. If you can keep the C also over here, let's say. Over here 4 comma, let's say I write just Prashant. Okay, and let's copy this only, and you can just check A intersection B intersection C. So it is 4, and let's say over here also C, it is 4. But if you remove this 4 from here and let's you write 56, then you will get the null over here. Why? Because A intersection B intersection C, so it will try to find in all three set what are the common elements. So in these two there are 4, but in these two there are what? Prashant. But if you together there is no common elements, so it should be common element in all three, then you can get A intersection B intersection C. Clear? So now if you write over here, let's say 4, so you get the 4 because 4 is common in all three, right? And over here also you're going to get the 4. But as soon as you write over here B intersection C, what are you going to get? 4 and Prashant, because in B and C set the common elements are Prashant and 4, right? So this is the meaning of intersection. Whatever the common elements are between the 2 and more than 2 set, that is your intersection. Perfect, guys. Now let's see the difference. What is the meaning of difference? Symmetric difference, these two. So what I will do over here, I'll just copy and paste over here, and let's take this 2 element from here and paste over here. Perfect. Now A difference B, and over here B difference A. So now what is the meaning of A difference B and B difference A? So let's try to understand this way. So let's say that your A having a value 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, right? And your B having a value 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma Prashant. Perfect. So now 4 is common over here, so it will get eliminated from both the set. Okay, so now what are the unique, or you can say the remaining element in the A, that is 1 2 3, so that will be the A difference B. So you are subtracting or you are removing the common element which is between these two, and the remaining element into A, that is the A difference B. And in B difference A, the remaining element in your B after removing the common element, so that is 5 6 and Prashant. So this is how your difference works. Now if you try to find the symmetric difference from here, let's say I'll do exactly same way. So I'll write A caret B, sorry, it should be small, right? A caret B. So it's showing that 1 2 3 5 6 7, and B caret A, it is going to see also 1 2 3 5 6 7. So it's basically trying to find that what are the unique element in each and every set that is combining over here. So if you see the difference, in 8 difference b you have a 1 2 3, and b difference 8 you have a 5 6 7, but in symmetric difference it is giving together 1 2 3 and 5 6 7. So basically it is eliminating the common part and it is combining the unique part of a unique element of a and b, and it is returning that. So this is called symmetric difference. I hope it is clear, guys, right? Now let's try to understand the subset. What is subset? So a set is called a subset when all elements of a coincide with b. So a is called a subset when each all element is coincide with b. So that is called subset, right? Now let's try to understand this. So let's say I have a one a equal to over here Python. Over here, let's say I have a SQL. I have over here, let's say next is I can find out this what we can write over here, guys. Let's say ML, okay, and let's say 6756. Perfect. And now we have a b equal to I have, let's say 45 comma 78 comma 99 comma 100. Perfect. So all are, let's say, in all the set are individual. A is individual, B is individual. So none of the, I think, elements are sharing between these two. So if you write A dot is subset of B, so A is a subset of B, it is false. But as soon as, let's say, you write this Python over here, what is going to change? False. Now write this also over here. It is false. Again, let's write this over here. Okay, just write this over here, and now test this one and this one. False. So A is not subset of B. Perfect. So now let's see 67. Copy this and it should be comma, right? And paste over here. Now check this. It is not. So now take this 56 and see this and just try. So it is true. So see, as soon as I copied all the element of A inside the B, then if I checked A is subset of B, then it returned the true. It means that A set is called subset when all the element of A coincide with B. Means all the element of A if present into the B, then we can say that A is a subset of B. Perfect. Now if you check that whether B is also a subset of A, so B dot is subset of A, it is false. Why? Because these are the elements which is not present into A, so that's why it is not a subset of A. So now let's try to execute this and this. It is true. Why? Because both are having a same value, so both are subset of each other. So as soon as you write over here this, so A is a subset but B is not a subset. Perfect. So now in that case B is the superset. So what is a superset? Superset is nothing but a set. If the A is a subset of B, then B is the superset of A. It's clear. If the all the value of A is coincide with B, so A is the subset of B and B is the superset of A. You understand? So if all the elements of A is coincide with B, so A is subset of B and B is the superset. Perfect. So now let's try to understand the superset as well. Superset. I'll take the same value from here to here. I'll take same and let's try to execute that part. Let's take A dot is superset of B. It will false. A is not a superset of B, but B dot is superset of A. Yes, B is the superset of A. Why? Because A is the subset of B and B is the superset of A. Clear? Now let's try to take the new example. I'll take this over here and I'll remove the remaining part, that is, let's say MS6756, these parts from here. Okay, now let's see that A dot is subset of B. So it is true. And B dot is a subset of A. It is also true. A dot is superset superset of B. What is going to true or false? It is true. And B dot is super set of A. It is also true. So you are not confused, right? What is happening, guys? Everyone is set superset over here. So now let's try to understand over here. What is the definition of subset? If a set of A elements are coincide with set B, then A is the subset of B and B is the superset. So let's take the A. All the value of A is coincide with B. So A is the subset and B is the superset in this case. Now come to the set B. All the value of set B is coincide with set A. So B is again subset of A and A is the superset of B. Clear, right? But as soon as you write any one extra value over here, now A is the subset of B and B is the superset of A. But B is not the subset of A. Why? Because all the element of B is not coincide with A, but all the element of A is coincide with B. There is a one extra element into B. So B is not a subset of A. B is the superset in this case. So now try to execute. It is true. This will be false. B is the B is the superset. Yeah. So B is the superset because A is the subset. Now A is the superset of B. True. Or it can be true. One second, guys. One second. A is the subset. Yes. B is the superset. Yes. B is the subset is a subset. I'm confused over here. So B is not a subset of A. Why? Because B has the extra element which is not coincide with A. So B is not a subset, right? A is superset of B. Let's see. False. A is not a superset. B is the superset. How B is the superset? Because A is the subset and B is the superset. Simple. Correct. If the B is subset, then A can be superset. Let's say if this value is coincide with this one, then this is the subset of this and this is the superset of this one. Clear? I have a two set over here. One of, let's say, the value of my left set is coincide, means all the value of this left set, whatever the value I have in the left set, all the values are also available in this. Along with that, this right set have some extra value as well. So this left set is a subset of this set, and this one is the right set is the superset of my left set. Clear? Very much. But this is not the subset and neither this one is a superset. Clear? I hope this is clear, guys. If not, rewind the video and check again. Now let's try to understand the disjoint. Disjoint. Where is the disjoint, guys? I think I mentioned somewhere disjoint as well, right? It was somewhere, yes, here, disjoint. So let's try to check the disjoint over here. So in this case, what you will do that, let's say A I already having a and B is also I'm having, right? So A dot is a disjoint of B. What is the meaning of this? False. Now we have a A and we have a B, right? So what I will do that in A and B we have a almost everything same, only one is different, that is 100. So let's take this. Let's take this and I will check over here that I'll remove this and I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now check A is a disjoint of B or not. Sorry, it is true. It means that both the elements, both the set have a different value. Now let's try to check whether your B is a disjoint of A or not. So I'll write over here B and over here A. So that is also true, means both are having a different value. Now let's try to write over here 1 and now check. Try to check over here. It is false and it is also false. So if both the elements, both the set have a different elements which is not coincide with each other, then it is disjoint. Perfect. Now you will say that where we can use this kind of example in the real world. Let's say that your front end API, UI is sending some data. Some data it is sending. Your backend, there is a API. It is also having some data. Some data. Now you want to check that both the data are same or not. So UI data you will convert into set, and this API data will also convert into set, and you will try to find that whether there is a any kind of a subset or disjoint. So first you will find the disjoint are there not. Disjoint means that should be completely independent. This is independent and this one is also independent. It means you will see the disjoint. So if it is true means this data and this data are different. Then you will check that whether the subset or superset. So in that case you will find over here, let's say you will find the set subset, and over here you will try to find the also subset and try to find that both the data are coincide with each other or any one data is coincide with each other. So this is how you can use in the real world. So this is all about this video, guys. If you find it interesting, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.